Now we're going to wrap up here by looking at some of the general features of cardiac muscle as we move into the cardiovascular system. And it's really important to contrast the three types of muscles. So we know that cardiac muscle is also striated because it has sarcomeres, okay? So sarcomeres are on cardiac muscle, they're on skeletal muscle. We have troponin and tropomyosin regulation. So that same interaction we saw where calcium binds to troponin, uncovers those binding sites, we see that in cardiac muscle as well. We did not see that in smooth muscle, okay? We see gap junctions here. We see gap junctions that form these structures called intercalated discs. We'll talk more about those in the cardiovascular system, but we did not see gap junctions in skeletal muscle. We did not see gap junctions in multi-unit smooth muscle, okay? We see pacemaker cells in cardiac muscle, right? Again, that spontaneous ability to depolarize the cell. We did not see that in skeletal muscle. We did not see that in multi-unit smooth muscle. We see innervation by the autonomic nervous system, which we know, right? The types of tissues that are innervated by this system. We also see that the main source of calcium for cardiac muscle is from the extracellular environment. So just like we saw with smooth muscle, most of the calcium for cardiac muscle contraction also comes from the outside of the cell, from the ECF. The action potentials last a long time, right? As long as the tension. And so we do not have the ability to sum these contractions, whereas we could sum skeletal muscle contractions. We cannot sum cardiac muscle contractions. And we do not have, because we have that long refractory period here. So the long refractory period, let's sort of describe this here. This is the action potential in the cardiac muscle. And because the refractory period is the entire length of the actual contraction, we cannot fire another action potential until this muscle has fully contracted and fully relaxed. So because of the length of the refractory period in cardiac muscle, we do not see summation, okay? All right, now this is a really nice summary table. Make sure you are able to recreate this table, very important. Knowing the difference between skeletal muscle, right, in all these areas, between single unit smooth muscle and between multi-unit smooth muscle and cardiac muscle. There's a lot of areas of overlap here. We have troponin in cardiac muscle and skeletal muscle, right? But we have extracellular calcium in smooth muscle and cardiac muscle, right? So make sure you understand what's found where. We have sarcomeres in cardiac muscle and skeletal muscle. And it's really nice to create a Venn diagram. In the past, I've done this. And sort of look at the different features that are seen in each, and then talk about different areas of overlap. It's really nice to create a Venn diagram and sort of summarize the